Hey there, tennis fans. I'm Grace Carter, and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. Tennis Express, order today, and it ships today. The red clay of Roland Garros is a very striking tennis canvas. Is it time for the French Open to frame that canvas? Should Roland Garros adopt the Hawkeye line-calling technology that's used at the other Grand Slam tournaments? We're going to give you 3 reasons why the French Open should adopt Hawkeye. Number 1, the Grand Slam standard. Now, the majors are tennis's crown jewels and deserve the best line-calling technology. Given the 3 other Grand Slams are all successfully using Hawkeye, and it's used at more than 80 other tournaments around the world, Roland Garros is a little out of step here and behind the times without it. Number 2, Hawkeye is simply sharper than the human eye. Let's be honest. The speed the ball travels these days is often faster than the human eye can correctly track it. It's unrealistic to expect linespeople to be precise, particularly dealing with the elements like shadows, very strong sunlight, or even gusts of wind that can kick clouds of clay dust into the air and obscure their vision. Hawkeye isn't 100% perfect, but we know it can be more precise than human vision. Number 3, technology. It's a great tool. Now, we're not advocating that the French Open completely eliminate the time-honored tradition of checking the mark. We're saying use Hawkeye in situations that warrant it. Sometimes a player and chair umpire can't agree on which ball mark is the correct mark, or a linesperson can be unsighted and not see the actual mark. That happened back in 2017 in Monte Carlo at the final, when chair umpire Cedric Mourier picked the wrong mark to overrule against David Goffin on a crucial call. Technology takes the guesswork out of it. Hawkeye will get the right mark. Now let's flip the argument. We'll give you 3 reasons Roland Garros should not adopt Hawkeye. Number 1, truth trumps technology. Ball marks tell the truth because we're looking at the actual mark on the surface. Hawkeye is a computer simulation that uses multiple cameras and computer technology to track the trajectory of the ball and display a profile of its statistically likely landing point. Now that's a mouthful. It is not an image of the actual ball. You have to keep that in mind. Now, you may recall an incident at the 2013 French Open when Sergei Stakhovsky hit a shot he believed was good. The ball was called out, and Stakhovsky responded by pulling out his phone to take a photo for proof there was no ball mark wide of the line. Number 2, teamwork is the answer. Roland Garros doesn't need technology to improve clay court line calling. It needs more teamwork between the chair umpire and linespeople to ensure the correct call is made. When there's a disputed call, chair umpire should call the linesperson who made the initial call right over to the line to point out the mark. Often the chair umpire takes on the responsibility all themselves. We think a little more communication and teamwork between the umpire and the linespeople can immediately improve line calling. And number 3, all marks are not the same. Here's our issue with Hawkeye. It presents all ball marks as the same size and shape. Now, if you've played on clay, you know that different spins produce different kinds of ball marks. A slice shot, for instance, can leave a different shaped mark than a topspin shot or a flat shot because the angle at which the ball strikes the court is different. Hawkeye doesn't seem to distinguish between the size and shape of a ball mark. Therefore, it can't be as accurate as the actual mark on the actual court. In a 2016 interview with the New York Times, Hawkeye executive Peter Irwin said that because clay is a shifting surface, it would require Hawkeye to be recalibrated every single match, a process that would take about a half hour. Now, you have heard our views on this matter. Now it's your turn. What do you think about this? Should Roland Garros adopt the Hawkeye technology? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. We'll see you next time.